All right, you guys. You're looking at my Monstera Deliciosa. This is a baby one that I got from a nursery. Let's see if we can get a better look at her. She's flopping all around, as you can see. Just flopping. And so so let me see if I can show you. That's a lot of green, sorry. If you look right here, oopsie, yeah, here, I clipped it because it was growing wonkily. Wonkily, is that a word? And I wanted it to not grow like that because I felt like it was going to get heavy. And then it sprouted another leaf, or another stem, I guess. And now it's heavy and it's doing this. And I obviously don't want it to do that. So I want to figure out how to anchor it and plant it so that this doesn't happen. And then the piece that I did cut off is here. It's got a new leaf coming in, which is cool. And it has a ton of roots. So my plan is to repot them both in here. And I was going to get like a big cash cow, but I can't find like a pot that's big enough to fit in here. So I might have to plant it directly in here, and I'm just going to put a base of some beads on the bottom to catch all of any excess water so that it's not completely drowning, because I don't want that to happen at all. I actually, funny story, I do actually have big enough pots in my yard, but I promise you there's like a tarantula-esque bug out there right now. I'm not for tough. Pest control doesn't come until Tuesday, so I'm gonna just plant it directly in the pot and put beads in the bottom so that hopefully I won't drown it. But I do want it to not be wonky like this. So let's try. It clearly is obsessed with growing this way and not this way. So we have to figure out the best way to stake it and put this one in there. So let's figure that out now. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Okay, this looks a little better. Finding the right lighting. Am I right? So there's the monster as she currently is. Here's the cutting. Here's me. And then here is some dirt. Yeah, I think that's okay. If it's not, oh well, girl. Anyway, I'm going back in with these yellow beads that I used in, where'd the other one go? I used these yellow beads for a, gosh, what do you call them? Like a terrarium for a philodendron micans. So I'm just gonna pour them in the bottom of the pot, all of them. See, that barely covered the bottom. The purpose of those is just so, since I'm planting directly into the pot, I don't want it to have, I want it to have a little bit of room. Normally you would use like rocks or something like that for this, but I just have so many beads that I'm not using. Normally you would use rocks for this. I'm gonna use my leftover beads. I'm sure that was a super flattering angle. I'm gonna use these beads that I don't use anymore because they get so nicked up when I do use them for projects. So now I've got a good amount of space off the bottom here. Then I'm also going to use these just to get rid of them. Or do I want to keep these? No. So that's how you hoard. Good. So now I have a good amount of space off the bottom, which is what I want. I want some space for water to drain and chill instead of chill on the roots and hurt my plant. So the first thing we want to do is take out my little fly trap, which sucks because I think this one was new. Ooh, well. Let's get, I should have been more prepared. Let's get a piece of plastic really quickly. There we go. Let's see what kind of ASMR you're gonna get out of this. Plastic rustling. This plastic is actually, it's like a dressing gown that I got during COVID. Like for a while they were recommending that child cares use them to like hold children, but no, like, have you ever held a baby in a plastic dressing gown? It's not cool. So I'm untying the stake that I do currently have in there, which honestly probably isn't doing much. So I'm going to take that out, and then I'm going to gently take out my Monster. Let's move this so you can kind of see. This is also kind of fun because it gives me a chance to like look at the roots. I haven't looked at these roots since I planted this plant. Boy, it's in there. So like, ooh, it's in there. Okay, here she comes. Oh, look at that. It was like, let me hold it up so you can see by not putting that there. It was starting to get root bound. Like we've got a nice little formation here at the bottom. This dirt's still good, so I'm definitely gonna use this dirt. Cool, so the thing is, so the issue with it is that it's floppy. I'm not the best camera person, guys, so photography minor. Gosh, those degrees that we get, they're just so valuable. Anyway, it isn't a huge root system, so it wasn't necessarily root bound in the other pot. And I would argue that, like it's starting to get like the curls on the bottom, but it wasn't completely root bound. I would argue that my one that's sitting in water over here may have more roots. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put some of this soil into the new pot, so we can start figuring out how we want to arrange it. Because what we want to do is to get this side under as much soil as possible, like this side that's like floppy. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good depth. Let's see if we can. So like I want it to be closer to this side. Maybe over here. Because what we also want to do is incorporate our clipped friend. I feel like these are the worst angles. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. Okay, so let's take this girl out of the water. Like I'm talking, we got a good root system. going there. So where do we want this girl? So this girl, I'm thinking, this is the base here. I want it to be as close to this side as possible so that it can sort of depend on the pot. And then this one here-ish. A lot of planting is figuring ish out, okay girl, while you're judging me. All right, let's scoop some of our original dirt here, because this was not bad dirt. We don't need to get rid of this. I did not take before and after pictures. Oh well, I always forget something. Like I remembered to, for this one, record what it looked like before and after. Maybe I'll take a screenshot or something like that. I cannot believe that tarantula that's in my yard, guys. Alright, so we've got most of our original dirt is in here. And so then I'm thinking I'm going to put the stake here so that when it's like there, I can stake it here and tie like maybe this one to it. I don't know, it's just growing super weird and I don't like that. Anyway, it's looking like I'm gonna need more dirt. That's awkward, huh? This is like, is this peat? So I bought some of that like cocoa peat sponge stuff that like puffs up, you know what I mean? And I'm currently trying. I'm getting a lot of text messages from my brother. He's probably messaging me back about that tarantula I found. I used most of that dirt for my onions. I planted onions. But it looks like I'm about to run out of dirt. Oh no. Am I gonna sacrifice my onion plants for this project, guys? I highly doubt those seeds are taking. Anyway. Bummer. I'm gonna have to sacrifice my onion plants to get some more dirt. Or do I? Let's find out. Okay, so yeah, we need a little more dirt there. Not a lot of dirt though, so it won't be hurting my plant too much. I actually might not. Yeah, it might be okay. I feel like I could use with like an inch more dirt, but I also feel like we're okay. Okay, so now let's try to, hopefully this guy will sort itself out. And see how this is like completely flopped now? What is the best way to fix her? So this is how I want it to stand though. So I'm gonna take the original stake. Here she is. And I'm gonna stick it right here. Oh man. And then where is my little twisty tie thing? I am gonna have it sticking to one of the very few fenestrated leaves. Like, so I bought my Monstera as like a baby. So it's still figuring out how to like put out fenestrations, which is kind of cute. Wow, so that's kind of working. Still kind of flopping, but also kind of working. And then I have some other stakes. So on this side, I'm gonna stake it with a very small chopstick. Judge your mother. Okay. Alright. I feel like you can see better that way. Maybe not. Ignore the plastic ASMR. We're going to figure this out. Let's see. So like it's still very floopy. So like the dirt is also like, oof, I've heard that. Not very compact yet. This is what I want. This is what I want it to do. But like, as you can see, it's still gonna continue to grow this way. I think I'm just gonna have to end up like continuously chopping it. Now I'm looking for, let's see. I'd save like, here we go. Hopefully I'm not showing any body parts that don't need to be shown. I save, oh, I kicked something. I save twist ties. Hopefully I have some in here. Twist ties. So I'm going to, like, I might have to chop that again. It's just growing so wild, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this chopstick here and twist tie. Twist tie that girl. So this side looks better. Much better. The flopping pins over here are still very floppy. But I'm wondering if we can find another way to prop it. So like heat that, then maybe just try and support it like that. Do I have any more twist ties? Doesn't look like I have these like bread ties. I'm gonna take that bread tie and kind of anchor it to that chopstick. Oh my gosh. It's hard being a plant mom. Let's see. I just don't want it to be all flopsy, wopsy, loosey, goosey. Okay. I don't know if this one is necessarily gonna help, but it's helping in my mind. And sometimes that also helps. This is a long video. Okay, so it's still a little floppy. Oh, my brother's still text messaging me like I don't know what to tell him. There's a tarantula outside. Sorry. Okay, so here it is. It's still dragging the ground. Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, what is going on? Oh, it's so floppy still. Maybe I need to get that one out. Oh my gosh, it is just so floopsy. Let's water it. Oh gosh, it's so floopy. I might have to trim it, guys. Oh, I was trying to make a nice full Monstera. Definitely get a lot of water on this side where this guy we just took out of the... That girl we just took out of the freaking water, so... Alright, so that's how she's looking. She's still floppy. I'm thinking this whole piece needs to be chopped, but she's too heavy for the plant. Monsteras do grow wild. I was just trying to keep mine tame. Oh my gosh, my brother is messaging me again. Like, he must be like paranoid about the spiders. I mean, I am too. Anyway, I'll pop in a finished picture. It's done. I don't know what to do about the floopiness.